Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for a social sports pad podcast. I am your host, Ricky, and alongside me, as always, is Ben. Our special guests tonight are Alex and Jamie. Alex, Jamie, say hey to our social sports players.
What's up, players?
All right. So, with this episode, we have the week 10 predictions that we basically normally do every week. So, everybody knows the rules as always. We're basically going to pick our winner. We're going to pick for it against the spread, and then we're going to give a bold prediction. All right. Everybody cool with that?
Yep.
All right. So, it's an early week for all of us guys. So, make sure if you have problems getting up in the morning, go to wenergy.com. Use our promo code SSPP10 to get 10% off of your order. It is a German game, the first time ever in the NFL. They are going to Germany and they are sending in the GOAT as Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play the host team against the Seattle Seahawks. So the Seattle Seahawks are the 2.5-point dogs against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So basically how we're going to run this out is, Ben, you were going to start, then it is Alex and Jamie. All right, we good to go?
Yes, we're good to go.
All right, Ben, start us out. Who you got, Seattle or Tampa Bay?
This is easy. Yeah, Seattle. I don't even know how they're underdogs. I mean, come on now. You got old man Brady going overseas to Germany, 45 years old. Ain't no way he's gonna be ready. Nah. Give me that. Give me those 2 interceptions, that 1 touchdown, 180 yards for Tom Brady. Geno Smith, 200 yards, 80 yards on the ground, touchdown through the air, touchdown on the ground. Seahawks win by at least 4.
All right, so Alex, give me that bold. What you got?
So let's see. Buccaneers should win, and it'll be because less travel. Unlike Seattle, they don't have to travel. Was it 10,000 miles, something like that?
I mean, they could have gone the other way and they could have gained a day,
Yeah, Geno Smith might have been doing those leg reps in the plane like Wilson did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do it on the plane. And so the breakout player though should be Kenneth Walker with maybe 100+ total yards, maybe
Come
15
on, Kenneth Walker's
carries,
a stud. I want Boulder, baby. Come on.
and 3 touchdowns. Probably
right,
2 on the ground and
there
1 through the air.
I'm feeling it. There you go. All right. So, Jamie, as new to the show, here we go. Give me your bold. Jamie?
He might be distracted by his kid.
Yeah, it might be. So I am going to turn it over to the Cobra. The Cobra sitting right here beside me.
A new challenger has appeared.
All right. So basically, we're going to Germany with the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who you got? Seattle is a 2.5-point dog.
I got Seattle on this one. I do not trust Tampa Bay. I do not trust Tom Brady at all.
Okay.
Bold prediction is that Geno Smith is going to go off on the Buccaneers defense, and Tom Brady will have 2 interceptions, both pick sixes.
Oh!
Wow.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah. All right. So, Jamie, welcome back. So it is your turn now. You missed basically the Cobra say 2 pick sixes for Tom Brady.
Absolutely.
As his bold prediction. Yeah. So you got Boulder?
I do. So first off, y'all need to put some respect on the GOAT's name, right? A little fun fact, the GOAT is undefeated when going. Just because you think he's going to a different country, the results are still going to be the same. I got the Bucs covering the spread, and my bold prediction is this is going to be the game that running back Rachaad White has his blowout game. Lenny Fournette is going to have a bad first quarter and a half, and they're going to turn to Rachaad White and never look back, and he is going to push the Tampa Bay Bucs to cover the spread.
Oh my goodness.
I like that.
I love this guy. All right. You definitely need to come a lot more. Yeah.
Come on, this is a properly rated show. Keep it in your pants, Ricky.
Hey, I'm just saying. Hey,
Yeah.
when
Hey,
somebody is very
they can split it.
educated in terms of his predictions, it definitely, chef's kiss. All right.
Gotta have it, gotta have
However, am going to say Seattle is playing too good right now. They are in too good of a form to lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So they're channeling Pecorine. Pecorine, too good right now.
Too good, too good. But I say Kenneth Walker is going to have 3 all-purpose touchdowns and 150 all-purpose yards. He is going to definitely be a holla at your boy candidate for the week. Definitely start him if you got him. I mean, if you got him on your bench, you an idiot. Next we are going with we're going to Orchard Park, New York, as the Buffalo Bills host the Minnesota Vikings. And this is absolutely disrespectful that they are making the Minnesota Vikings a 7.5-point dog against the Buffalo Bills with maybe or maybe not Josh Allen. So, Ben, what do you got?
Well, here's the thing. What Kirk Cousins are we getting? Are we getting the first 3 quarters of Kirk Cousins from last week where he played against Washington and they barely escaped out of there with a win? Because the only reason why they won was because of an accidental throw that was errant pass, and that's the only reason why they won. Are the Vikings really that good, or is Washington better than the Vikings? So are they going to struggle against the Bills? That's the question that we have currently. I'm going to go with this is another trap game again for the Bills. This should be a win. However, I have a feeling the Bills are going to stumble again, and the Vikings are going to somehow find a way to win. I look for Kirk Cousins going to put up about 275, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and they're going to win.
All right, Alex.
So let's see. I'll say the Bills win, and they use the reverse Minnesota Miracle magic.
Oh, you say it's going to be, Allen to Diggs to end it, or are you saying Keenum is going to come out and to Diggs?
Probably Keenan is going to play. They probably want to rest Josh just for at least this game. So it'll be Keenan and Diggs, but it'll be the reverse Minnesota Miracle because it'll be for the Bills instead of the Vikings.
All right.
And, breakout player would probably be Diggs with 3 touchdowns.
That's easy. That's too easy. Give
And
me Boulder.
hopefully
Boulder.
I did say reverse Minnesota Miracle, so last second touchdown to win the game.
Okay.
Especially if he's lined up on the right side of the field.
All right. All right. So Jamie, what you got?
All right, so I do have the Bills winning this one, right? But it's not going to be enough to cover the spread. I think Minnesota is going to cover the spread when we're talking about the over-under that you were talking about.
Okay.
But I think what you guys were talking about, Kirk Cousins and this Buffalo defense. Kirk Cousins, he just eats up man-to-man coverage, and that's not what Buffalo's defense does. They disguise different cover sets, and Kirk is going to get frustrated. He's going to get that second, third quarter that Ben was talking about Cousins all game long. So that's why I'm thinking my bold prediction is this is the go-off game for Dalvin Cook. He is going to get 150 plus on the ground with 2 rushing touchdowns, and you're going to sprinkle in a screen pass to him for a 3rd touchdown.
I'll take that. All right. Cobes, what you got?
I've got Buffalo winning this one.
Are they going to cover the 7.5-point spread?
No,
All
they
right.
will not. And bold prediction, it's going to be the Case Keenum show. I don't think Josh Allen is ready. It'd be a mistake to bring him out with his UCL sprain at this present time. He needs to work out. As long as you do not do what you did with Baker Mayfield, he should be okay. Rest Josh Allen. It's the Case Keenum show. Bam.
Okay. So I'm taking the Vikes with the points. I'm actually saying that the Vikings are going to win. My bold prediction is even though this is a definite absolute feel good game right now and should be sold as such. We got Stephon Diggs playing against Minnesota for the first time. We got basically them talking about that wonderful trade that helped out both teams. We also have the first matchup between the Cook brothers, and my bold prediction involves both Cook brothers. Basically, if you got the last name of Cook, they will combine for a combined 400 yards all purpose and 5 touchdowns.
Nice.
Like I said, we like bold here. All right. Next, we're going to go to Soldier Field in Chicago as the Bears they're playing a lot better than they should be, honestly. And they host the Detroit Lions. The Lions are 3.5-point dogs. So it's almost even, to be fair. So, what do you got, Ben?
I got the Bears in a cold 46-degree weather. I got them winning. I don't see their team really having really big of a push out. Maybe Fields 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, 60 on the ground. That's about what I see.
All right, Alex.
I say Bears win by 10, and it'll be because Chase Claypool gets 3 touchdowns with 150 yards receiving and 15 targets.
Okay. That's nice and bold for Mr. Claypool. All right, Jamie, what you got?
Yeah, I think the Lions are going to upset the Bears here. Everyone's picking the Bears with the weather, Windy City, that whole narrative. But I think this is the comeback game for Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's been held in check since coming off of his injury. This is the game where he explodes. He is going to have 125 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Cobra, what you got?
First off, do you hear that? It's Tech Bowl. This is a Tech Bowl for sure. I got the Lions on this one. It is going to be a defensive battle, and I do think the Lions will have 3 interceptions.
Okay.
3 picks off of Justin Fields.
All right. So I'm going with the Bears here. The Bears are definitely in the better form, than the Lions right now. The Lions have obviously been struggling since Amon-Ra came back from his injury. So I'm taking the Bears. I'm actually saying they're going to win by at least 4 points. And my bold prediction is that Justin Fields is going to have more rushing yards than any other player playing in that game on Sunday.
I can see that, actually.
Now, here, another gripe I have
against
the Lions is that they traded away Hawkinson. That made no sense to me either, and he had a great game against Washington.
I
don't know what they're
sense, so hey, but then again, I don't, I'm not a general manager. I do have my applications out there for like Cleveland and the like, so hey.
And again, I do hear that the Cowboys are looking for new ownership.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't win the Powerball, so I'm not gonna try and own the Commanders and change their name to something cool.
Then again, why would you?
Because I could.
Yeah.
But then again, we're going to go to Tennessee. The Denver Broncos are going into Tennessee as 3.5-point dogs against King Henry and is Tannehill back yet?
I'm checking.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. So I guess, a good thing. But Ben, go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's go fast.
I still don't see the Broncos winning, even if Tannehill wasn't playing. Broncos are still garbage. Like I said, winners want the ball, winners want to win, and losers want to lose. And Russell Wilson still wants to lose. I don't see him improving. I see this Denver Broncos team losing another game. I see Derrick Henry running all over that Broncos defense. Go for a Derrick Henry for 130 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tannehill, 0 touchdowns in the air, and 135 yards.
Okay. Alex?
It's the battle of mid. But the Titans should win it. It'll probably be ugly, maybe like 17-15.
Okay.
And who will be the marquee player? Greg Dulcich.
I
He
hope
should
so.
catch. He could get like 87 yards, 1 touchdown, but about 10 targets.
Okay. Jamie?
Yeah, I got Seattle in this one.
Wait, Seattle.
Yeah, I got Seattle on this one. I think they're going to upset Tennessee.
You mean Denver?
It's going to be a nasty game, but this is not going to be the best comeback for Ryan Tannehill. He's going to throw 2 interceptions in this one.
I think he's saying this is Seattle 2.0.
It's more like 1.5, but I feel you. All right, Cobes, what do you got? Denver or Tennessee?
I got Tennessee on this one. I definitely will tell you that the bold prediction is Derrick Henry will have more rushing yards than Russell Wilson will have passing yards as the Titans defeat the Denver Broncos.
All right. All right, so that goes to me. I'm saying Tennessee covers the spread, wins by at least 4. My bold prediction is that it's not Baronis. I forget the kicker. Tennessee's going to have more field goals than Denver's going to have points. So we go to Arrowhead as the Kansas City Chiefs host the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Jaguars are a 9.5 point dog. So Ben, what you got?
Let's continue this downward trend of the Jaguars as they are having a hell of a roller coaster year. They don't know where their identity is. They don't have one. Chiefs are going to roll over this team. Look for Jaguars giving away 3 turnovers, and that's going to be the reason why the Chiefs win. Is Mahomes don't have to do much because all the points are come off of turnovers.
All right, Alex.
Easy Chiefs win. They should win by, let's say, by 20 points. And who will be the marquee player? Let's see, Kadarius Toney breakout game. 100 yards receiving, maybe 10 targets, at least 1 touchdown.
Okay. And Jamie?
Yeah, for once I'm going with the flow here. The Chiefs should have an easy time with the Jags. I am worried about the Chiefs' run defense. So even though I'm going with the Chiefs, I think that it's going to be Travis Kelce versus Travis Etienne game. So a Travis versus Travis. And with Etienne hitting 100 yards rushing and sprinkling 2 passing touchdowns.
Okay. Cubs, what you got?
Just because I'm going to embrace chaos, this is an all-in-one for you, bro. Jacksonville wins. Woo! Smoke weed every day.
I know, I'm drug testing your ass.
But not in Florida.
Give me a bowl.
That was the bowl.
That was the bowl.
That was the bowl.
That's all it was, baby.
Seriously, you're a little high, man. All right, but now, me, I am definitely going Kansas City, covering the spread, beating the Jags, putting up a fitty burger against the Jaguars. I
Smoke weed
see Patrick Mahomes is going to be touchdown Oprah, and he's going to hit everybody that he can hit for a touchdown. Everybody's getting a touchdown. And ETN is going to have 4 scores. He's going to play Abe Lincoln today.
4 scores, no something to go.
Yeah, 4 scores in winning season ago. So next we're gonna have Cleveland versus Miami. Cleveland are 4-point dogs. Ben, what you got?
Cleveland is not going to rock. However, Miami will at the Hard Rock Stadium. So I definitely see Dolphins beating the Browns. The Browns, they have no identity because they still don't have Deshaun Watson. However, Deshaun Watson should be returning in a few more weeks. Isn't his last day a suspension week 11? Or he comes back week 11, doesn't he?
No, yes.
No, he comes back
like
next
week
month.
12.
No.
Week 12, week 13.
Hold on. Let me check something. What's their schedule? Let me check their schedule because their main game is coming up here soon where they play his former team.
All right, so
Yeah,
while
that'll
you
be
do
next
that,
month.
I'm going to hit Alex real quick. So that way you can work up your bold. All right, Alex, what you got?
Finn should win, especially if Tua doesn't die in the game. Hopefully the Browns don't kill him.
Ouch.
But who? Let's see, Jeff Wilson. He could get 2 touchdowns, 1 through the ground, 1 through the air, about 10 handoffs, maybe 5 targets.
Okay.
So yeah, December 4th. Yeah, you guys are right. For some reason, I was thinking week 11. I think week 11 he can do more practicing or something. He can do a lot more stuff. But my bold, I would go with Tua. Let's go Tua, 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Okay.
He's not going to die.
Jamie?
I got the Finns winning this one, covering the spread against Cleveland. They're going to try and pound the rock as much as they possibly can, but that's going to open up door for my bold prediction that Donovan Peoples-Jones finds himself in the end zone in this game.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, definitely. I'm liking this guy. All right, Cubs, what you got?
Ugh. I thought I smelt the Cleveland steamer. I definitely have Miami on this one. My bold prediction is the Miami defense will have more interceptions than Tua has touchdowns.
Ooh, I like that. All right. I mean, I'm following the trend, making it a unanimous that Miami is going to cover spread and win. My bold prediction is Jalen Waddle is going to have another multiple touchdown game. He's going to have 3 scores, and Mike Gesicki is going to have himself 2. So if you need a streaming tight end, go with Mike Gesicki. And then he waddle away. Waddle. All right, now we have the Houston Texans going into the Meadowlands and taking on the New York Giants. They are 6.5-point dogs. Now, Ben, give me that bold.
I'm going to give you that bold. How about the Texans stealing a victory from New York?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's my bold.
No, you'd be happy. But yeah, give me that bold. Is that your bold?
That's my bold.
All right. Alex, what you got?
Texans win, but barely. Maybe like by a touchdown.
That's not bad.
But, Brandon Cooks, he'll be like, okay, I didn't get traded. Time for me to go off that I can get traded in the off season. So 3 touchdowns for him.
Oh, okay. Jamie?
Yeah, I got the Giants in this one. I don't think the Cinderella story of Houston that you guys are coming up with is going to come to fruition here. However, my bold prediction is that Damian Pierce is going to have more rushing yards than Saquon Barkley.
Yes, I'll take it.
Moral victories. Cobes, what you got?
I got the Giants on this one. Bold prediction is that Daniel Jones will go over 400 yards. I know Houston fans hate my guts right now, but get off the cross. We need the wood.
All right. Wow. So I am going to say, even though the Giants are going to win, they are not going to cover that 6.5-point spread. They are going to actually get it on a last-second field goal because the Giants are more of a fourth-quarter team than anything else. I see for my bold prediction, I see this going to be definitely an under. I see neither team scoring 20 points. All right, next we have Andy Dalton and the New Orleans Saints going into Pittsburgh and facing off against that handy guy, Kenny Pickett, and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Kitten mittens. Kitten mittens.
So, Ben, give me your bold.
Good Lord. The Ginger's going to come in here. He's finally going to steal a soul. He's going to barely come out of Pittsburgh with a win. It's not going to be because of him. It's going to be because Kenny Pickett has thrown 3 interceptions and 1 pick six.
Okay. Alex.
Let's see. I say the Steelers will win. And if they win, will this be Kenny Pickett's first win under that as starting QB?
Technically they beat the Patriots, but he didn't finish that game.
He didn't finish.
Sounds like
So it'll be, and they'll win because of defense. Because I believe Fitzpatrick will get maybe 3 picks.
Nope.
Well, no, he's not starting.
He's not playing.
He's not playing. Never mind. They'll win because it's Pittsburgh and they work hard there. Yeah.
We're really stretching there.
All
They
right.
have toilets in the basement. There we go. That's why.
All right, Jamie, what you got?
I'm just flushing down the toilet.
I got New Orleans just being too much for Pittsburgh. It's going to be a close one, but I have them winning. What was the spread?
It was 2.5.
2.5. I see them covering the spread, but it's not going to be Andy Dalton who's going to be the saving hero here. It's going to be a Joe Mixon kind of game for Alvin Kamara.
Oh, did you say 5 scores? Yeah.
55 points.
I don't see that one. Cobes, what you got?
I got the Saints on this one.
You get the Saints.
And my bold prediction is this. This is the game that decides that Mike Tomlin's contract conveniently expires because we know the Steelers do not fire anybody. Their contract conveniently expires or they retire.
It's the Steeler way.
This is the game that Mike Tomlin gets fired.
All right. And to be fair, I kind of, I agree with Jamie kind of almost on all accounts. But instead of 5, I'd definitely give him an Abraham Lincoln kind of game, 4 scores. And 7 points is the spread I'm giving.
I thought you meant that he was going to be in the theater.
No.
Any vampires?
Yeah. I mean, seriously, I wouldn't expect the. I mean, Kamara just beats the shit out of people everywhere. So,
yeah, he boots people
Yeah.
up.
Especially
Right.
after a lackluster week last week. He's due for a comeback.
Talk about Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
I had to bring up.
So now we are going to go to Vegas, and Vegas is giving a very lucrative spread. The Colts are 5.5-point dogs to the home Vegas Raiders. Ben, give me a bold.
Bold? You better not gamble on Las Vegas, baby. You want to know why? Indianapolis has a new coach in town. They have a new chief. Look for Indianapolis actually pulling out a shocker here in Las Vegas because everybody thinks Las Vegas is probably going to win because new coach, new quarterback. Yeah. No, it's going to be the total opposite. Colts are going to come in on their horse, and they're going to leave on their horse. Winners.
All right, Alex, what you got?
So the Raiders are going to do a repeat of last week, except they win. Also, is this a tank bowl?
This is a tank bowl. I'm calling it tank bowl.
So yes, Raiders win. They hold on to the lead. Derek Carr gets good, throws 3 touchdowns.
I mean, let's be real here at the moment. Derek Carr, is this his last year?
Actually, I don't know.
Probably with the Raiders might be auditioning for the Colts starting job.
Oh boy.
Jamie.
Jeff Saturday on a Sunday. I had to make that stupid joke because this team is just going to be as confusing. They don't know what day it is. They're not even going to get to 10 points.
There you go.
All right, Copes.
Picking a winner for this is like asking if you want to eat solid or loose shit. But I'm going to say the Raiders on this one.
All right, bold.
Bold prediction.
There is no bold.
Both defenses combined for 8 turnovers.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right, I am going to. I'm going to give it to the Colts.
No.
Why?
No.
Why? Why? Because we're going to have Matt Ryan actually back in this. Why?
Jeff Saturday, you're
like,
saying
you know,
Jeff Saturday's going to panic.
It's, I say fucking Ellinger is going to suck for a little bit, and Saturday's just going to fucking kid. I'm going with the guy who's been in the Super Bowl, the guy who actually made this offense go, instead of this guy who just couldn't do shit against the Patriots. So, I see Matty Ice coming in and freezing up the Raiders defense, going for 4 touchdowns, 2 of them to Michael Pittman.
I agree.
What?
I agree.
Yeah,
I disagree with Jeff Saturday comment. You want to know why?
What?
Why is that?
2 words: Peyton Manning.
But he's not going to be
seriously,
there.
Peyton Manning ain't falling his balls to the sideline on this one.
He was his center for all those years, and that's the only guy he trusted. If he didn't trust him and he didn't like him, he didn't think he was a team leader, because I know damn well Jeff Saturday was a team leader with him. Whether or not he probably had that C on his chest.
Leader.
See, here's the thing.
Person.
Here's the thing. Peyton Manning, he's the play caller. He's the brains. Jeff Saturday was the man talking about pancakes.
Yum.
Yummy. We're going to aha for this.
Get some syrup.
All right. So we're going to go to Green Bay Lambeau Field, which probably will have its lowest attendance ever, as the Cowboys come into town and face off against the Packers. The Cowboys are 5.5-point favorites over the loosely packed Packers. Ben, give me your bold.
This game. So, what I was watching the last couple of weeks, Fox is hyping this game up as the new rivalry reborn. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What rivalry? There hasn't been a rivalry between these teams in ages.
We
So
needed something.
the Packers, they're nothing. Aaron Rodgers, I think he's done. I think this is his last year. I think he's riding up in the sunset. He is tired of the bullshit. And the Cowboys, let's just be honest here. They're riding on the coattails of weak-ass teams currently. They're only winning right now because of the teams they're playing. They're total hot doo-doo garbage. I look for Elliott. Is he playing?
I think he might be coming back. But
It's still up in the air day to day.
yeah.
Honestly, Elliott needs to be benched. Pollard needs to be the starter. Elliott needs to be traded away in the offseason, because I think Pollard is actually the
Well, don't
future
say that.
offensive-
They'll have Ezekiel Elliott traded to the Bills stinks coming up. No.
There we go.
Trade deadline's already
No!
over. The trade deadline's over. Calm down.
I look for Pollard to win
Trade
this
deadline's
game.
over.
Cowboys. He's going to get 3 rushing touchdowns.
Pollard
Yeah,
for 3. All right.
130 yards.
Alex, what you got? Give me the bold.
My bold prediction is the Packers will actually shock the world and win. And they'll do it because they will, A, learn how to run and B, their defense will wake up.
I thought you were going to say a Hail
All
Mary.
right, Alex is getting drug tested. All right, now, was that your bold?
Bold prediction. Aaron
to
Jones.
be fair, it was pretty bold.
Aaron Jones, 3 touchdowns.
All right,
Handoff.
Jamie, what you got?
Yeah, I don't think. No offense to you, Ben, but I don't think there's anybody else who just strongly loathes Dallas like I do. But at the end of the day, they're still going to win this one. They're just got too much defensive fronts for Aaron Rodgers. He's going to have a pick 6 and get sacked 3 times, and Dalton Schultz is going to have 2 touchdowns in this one.
All right, Coach, what you got?
Easy pick for me. This is Dallas's game. And I hate to say this, but my bold prediction is Aaron Rodgers, Omaewa Shinderu. Nani? It is Jordan Love's time to make an appearance.
Oh boy, dark times.
I mean, I see that happening. Yeah, I mean, because right now you gotta look and see hey, when is enough? See what the kid can do, and maybe move off of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I see Cowboys winning by, dare I say, 20 in this game.
God, the Dallas fans are going to be insufferable.
Super Bowels, and here we come.
Insert SpongeBob meme here.
Huh?
I said insert SpongeBob meme here. We them boys.
Yeah, pretty much. This is a game of memes. Basically, we'll have the Aaron Rodgers sack meme. We'll have the Cowboys Super Bowel meme. But yeah, Cowboys winning. It doesn't fucking
SpongeBob.
matter. Next, we got Arizona going into LA. Arizona's the 3.5-point dogs. What do you see? Tank! I see Tank.
This is a Tank Bowl too. Yeah. Kyler Murray has not done anything really. He has not shown up this year. Neither has Stafford. The Rams have been. Actually, I don't know who has been a bigger disappointment, the Rams or the Cardinals. I'm going to go with the Cardinals. You think so? I don't know. Even the Cardinals,
defending Super Bowl champs, going 3-5.
Yeah, but the Super Bowl champions hardly ever do a really good rebound season.
Patriots, Cowboys.
Cowboys are exception. Patriots are exception because they had Tom Brady and Troy Aikman.
Anyway.
But I see the Cardinals winning only because I think the Rams are in a decline, and I see them tanking.
All right. Alex.
It's another battle of mid. But the Rams should win. And because the Rams win, that means Arizona gets to fire Clingsbury.
Yeah, stage 5 Klinger.
That's my bold prediction. Cardinals lose. They fire their coach, finally.
All right. Jamie. All right, Jamie's probably taking care of the kid. Cobes.
Rams.
Rams, all right. What's your bold?
Bold prediction. Kyler Murray throws for 4 interceptions, wishing he was playing Modern Warfare 2.
Or baseball.
I mean, I'll say the Rams win. They cover the spread. And Kyler Murray will come into the press conference and actually say about how his KD ratio right now is higher than the win total that Arizona's had this year.
Ooh. Weird flex, but okay.
Just say it.
What
you got, Jamie? Welcome back.
Welcome back, James.
Yeah, I had to refresh my system here. It kind of got a little laggy there.
All good.
I mean, so much tank, it probably helped the system out there a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's brutal,
Lewis
man.
Tank is out of
This
his
game,
bottle of slum.
yeah, this game's so bad it made me lose connection, and that's what Matt Stafford has with the Rams. So they're going to lose this one to the Cardinals.
Okay. Got a bold?
Bold prediction is Stafford's going to try and play. They're going to say nah. They're going to revert back to their backup Wolford, and he's actually going to try to do a late comeback with 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but it's not going to be enough.
Okay. Nice. And then we go to Sunday night. This actually seems like a better game than it was week 2.
Thank you, NFL, for flexing.
As the Chargers go into Candlestick, or is it SoFi? Whatever.
Levi.
Whatever.
Levy.
It's Candlestick to me. As Chargers go against the 49ers. The Chargers are 6.5-point dogs. Ben Bolt.
Christian McCaffrey, 120 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns.
Give me Boulder.
1 touchdown in the air with 50 yards.
Okay. All right, Alex.
Let's see. Niners should win by 15 because Deebo Samuel will be the next one to do everything. Passing touchdown, running touchdown, receiving touchdown.
All right, Jamie.
I see the Chargers pulling out the upset. You can call me high. You can do whatever gas meme you want, but it is going to be confusion on San Francisco's side because Justin Herbert and Josh Palmer are going to go off in this game.
Ooh, Josh Palmer. Waiver wire.
Nice, yeah. Waiver wire. Cubs, what you got?
I got the rainbow flags on this one.
San
San Francisco.
All right. No, what? We're not in Washington.
Yeah,
No.
that's the white flag.
Anyway.
But anyway, San Francisco definitely covering the spread, and of course, bold prediction: Chargers have 3 missed field goals.
Oh gosh.
You can't take the San Diego out of the Chargers.
I say the 49ers win, but they're not going to cover the spread. My bold prediction is that they're actually going to go under in points. It's going to be more of a defensive struggle than anything else. Then we go to Monday night as the Washington Commanders go against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. And the Commanders have an 11 or 10.5-point dog. Ben, what's your vote?
Washington's definitely losing. They're going to lose by at least 15 points. Heineke's going to get pulled at halftime, and it's going to be the new era for the new quarterback. The rookie's going to come in. Sam Howell is going to be the new starter, and I think he's going to be the legitimate starter in the future, and I don't think he's going to be replaced.
Oh boy, dark times.
Alex.
So this is not bold, but of course Eagles win, right? Here's bold. Timothy Hurts gets 5 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 3 in the air.
Okay. Jamie.
So I have the Eagles winning, but the Commanders covering the spread. I feel like it's going to be a much closer game than everyone expects it to be. And that's going to be a product of Chase Young making his return and getting 2 to 3 sacks on Jalen Hurts.
You think Chase Young's returning?
Everything's trending in that direction.
I haven't heard about it.
Like, dang, I thought he was gone.
Coach. Give me bold.
Definitely got the Eagles on this one. Bold prediction. Eagles go for over 450 yards combined offense and have 3 turnovers on defense because Washington, only a brick wall could stop you. Its name is the Eagles.
Yo, I see. My bold prediction, my very high prediction, is the Commanders are actually going to win this game.
What the heck?
because everybody is
Let's
going to
go.
be pandering for the potential new owner of the Commanders. Wait, what?
Who has $7 billion though?
Sell the team, Dan.
But yeah, basically everybody's gonna fight for their jobs. But yeah, it's also a division game. Division games are fucky. And basically, even though the Eagles are undefeated, they're going to be very disappointed on Monday night as the Commanders win by the spread. By at least 11 over the Eagles, and that's bold. All right, so basically that is all of our picks and everything like that. Give me a bold prediction, everybody. Starting with Ben, give me just one additional bold prediction that you just see overall.
Overall, I don't know. Damn.
Now come back, Alex.
Yeah, I'm back.
My bold prediction is, you know how in London, 9 times out of 10, the game is always bad? With the new NFL in Munich game, which will happen next year, all the games will be good. It'll be the reverse of London.
Okay, Jamie.
So I was kind of thinking about this, and I think this is going to be the week that all the home teams get a dub.
Interesting. All right, that's bold. Cobes, what bold overall?
You're talking about this week or this season?
Bold overall week.
This week is definitely going to lead to the blackest Monday at the end of the season.
Oof.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So basically, he kind of combined his week and
season.
week, month, even a year. I mean, anyway, enough friends.
This
There's
is
no
the week for
friends
Black
in
Monday.
football. Basically, my bold prediction for this week is we are going to see a lot more upsets this week than any you've seen before. So,
So
right.
maybe my Jacksonville prediction isn't so unlikely.
no, you're getting drug tested.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I say my bold will be this will be the lowest scoring games of
Maybe I could grind on some college student. Who knows?
Nice. All right, so that was our prediction of Week 10. As we here at the Social Sport Pad Podcast, thank you so much. Remember, it is getting close to the holiday season. Make sure you visit fanatics.com and get the loved ones on your list. The thing that they absolutely want, a Dallas Cowboy jersey. No, they don't want
No,
that.
don't
Nobody
give
wants
that.
that.
Do not.
Get the
about the
ones
block?
that you love, something that you absolutely that they absolutely will tolerate, and basically
Get your favorite woman a Deshaun Watson jersey.
No, bad.
Don't do that either, please. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
boy.
We don't want to give him any money. But no,
He's too busy getting circle jerked.
but no,
Poke in
basically,
the butthole.
make sure you go get your woman exactly the very thing that she wants. An acknowledge me T-shirt of Roman Reigns.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Or because fanatics.com covers all the sports. Get yourself ready for playoff time. Get yourself some Houston Astros. World
do
Series
that.
memorabilia, because a bunch of
Definitely
bandwagon
that.
jumpers, in your life, them. Your
Alex.
Uncle Steve, that's like 20, 20 teams in the past like month and a half. Get him a Houston Astros jersey.
Do
Basically.
that.
And they all got sales going on. We got the Black Friday stuff about to happen. So, visit our affiliate link. Click on it and follow the sales and everything there.
Support the
Follow
show.
us on support the show. Spread us around. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on on all the socials. Listen to us wherever the podcasts are handled. And I am your host, Ricky. Alongside me was Ben. And thank you to the Cobra. thank you to Jamie, and thank you to Alex as always for helping out there with this wonderful podcast. And for everybody, I'm wishing you a good week, good night, and always a good season.